How did it feel watching the trailer to Watch Dogs for the first time? Chicago, the iconic Aiden Pierce, to play as a vigilante with hacking as your superpower. The hype was up. Or maybe for you, it was The Last of Us Part 2, a chance to see the apocalypse again, to feel once again the warm embrace of a dead world. Do you remember it? The hype for our favorite games. Try to think back to it 5 to 10 years ago. Which games were you going absolutely nuts for? For me, it was titles like Far Cry 3. Mechanics like pulling out a bullet from your arm with a knife excited me a little bit more than it was supposed to. Or Watch Dogs, the combination of parkour, hacking, and that iconic Aiden Pierce look. The coat, the cap, and that mask. Edward Conway is the only competition Aiden really has when it comes to iconic protagonists in games. But also like Joel Miller. The best part about hype is your mind starts creating a high expectation with the game, particularly after every new trailer that tells you this is the first quadruple A game ever created. No one's ever done it better than this. And I'm like, yeah, I can see that. You ultimately convince yourself that this is going to be one of the greatest games ever created, and it won't help you if you're broke at the time of the game's release. So the only thing you can afford to do is watch somebody else play the game. Ouch. Welcome to Misery Avenue. You get to watch every day at 2 p.m. somebody else walk your girl down the aisle until it finally hits you. I'm not going to have anything left to play if I keep watching these walkthroughs. Good luck convincing yourself of that when you're 13 years old. It's been a long time since then, but do you remember not being able to play that one game you were dying to play? It's like the world goes still for a moment, waiting, and the only way to breathe again is to be Spider-Man. Just one time can I walk in Night City. Imagine having that controller in your hands and finally playing Grand Theft Auto 6. Why is the next anticipated movie a different feeling from this? Because games are not just games. They are everything. Their animation, their acting, their love, their hate, but most importantly, they're interactive. So you really get to explore what it means to be a cowboy in the Wild West and what it feels like to have vengeance on your soul. Games are everything, but it's important to understand the hype will always be greater than the experience. Relax. Allow yourself to be pleasantly surprised with a good game, rather than to be disappointed with a game you waited years to play. That game may look like a dream before you play it. It's just Call of Duty. But when you finally get that game in your hands, escape reality for a moment and immerse yourself. But if you don't have the game just yet, always remember to remember the hype we had for our favorite games.